Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us up to this point, the home stretch. Well, we have these stories to tell most Saturdays, and today is another such story. We have not Laolu. Laolu yeah. Isaac Senbanjo. He's a graduate of law from the University of Ilorin, and he has practiced law as a human rights lawyer, but his passion is for art and for music, and he quit his job to pursue his visual art and music craving. So he's established a gallery in Abuja. Welcome to Sunrise, Laolu.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing to be here.
I'm sure MBA will not be happy to see you right now.
Well, I don't know about that.
With your hair like that and paintings on your face and wearing colors that are anathema to your profession. Okay, your first profession, or should I say second?
I think my dad would like to hear that. It's still my profession, you know.
I'd like to hear that voice too.
Yeah. Might be watching.
He might,
this one's just your passion.
He says he might be watching. Would he be happy to see you with all that painting on your face?
He's a big fan now. Now he's one of my biggest supporters. It wasn't always easy branching out to do art, but now, I mean, with the very many successes that's happened in my life in the past like 2-3 years, it's like, now we know, man. We didn't know, but now we know. Never understood you, sir.
And at no point did he say, why did I waste all that money sending you to law school?
Trust me, that was a lot. He said that a lot of times. Of course, I became my mother's problem. It was like, Laolu, you know.
Yes, the bad child is always the mother's, you know.
So it was very, at some point, he was very, very hard on me. Like, you're majoring your minor, your minor in your major, you know, why are you know. That was a word, those was chosen words. I can never forget that.
I'm looking at you.
Right.
I'm seeing the drawings on your face, right. The ones on the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm seeing your jacket.
I didn't see that one, the back of the hand.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm wondering, did you have something to do with the design of the Nigerian jersey?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, yes isn't going to be enough of an answer, so you need to tell us more about that.
Is there a non-disclosure?
So my first introduction to Nike was in 2016, where I was announced as the master of air, and I designed limited edition T-shirts and sneakers and posters for Nike in New York. And so during the launch of the Nigerian jersey, I was also called, and I was like, this is the ideas we have, and they told me, would I like to make a T-shirt? Would I like to design a poster for the launch of Nigerian jersey? Since I'm Nigerian, and I carry it on my head, of course, very proudly, like you're Nigerian, and they carry it last, like, because there's an energy around Nigeria, and it's about what we learn here, how the people teach us excellence, you know, right from very young age. Is it that you go big or you don't do it at all? So it was very important.
You're either
for me to
in
or
out.
Yeah.
100% or 0%.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
So now as I was called, I was just blown away, you know, and they literally followed me around, asked me about my passions, and then putting on the jersey, trying it out, and it was on the website, and everyone was talking about it. So I designed it, like I designed a mural for the launch of the jersey in New York City, and also designed limited edition T-shirts. I brought one of them here, and that's one of the T-shirts that came with this. This is a Nike tee. You can see Niger proudly written. The front, and you can see at the back is very like Lagos themed. You see like Lagos and everything in it, and the vibe of it.
Oh yeah, I see National Theatre.
The National Theatre, you see the skyline. I can see the 3 elders there, like in front. Yeah, so
that's by the toll gate.
Yeah, by the toll gate. So for me, it's all about representing our culture. It's all about putting us out there, putting Nigeria on the map, and doing something really positive about, like, putting a positive image, because there's a lot of negative things out there. Like, people see you first, they're like, oh, you're Nigerian, oh, I got your emails from one of your brothers. I'm like, what?
I mean, that is so trite. I mean, I've heard that so many times. It's boring, yes.
Okay, we're going to win the World Cup. That's what I tell them now.
Okay, so
well, you're going to be the most snazzily dressed, but whether we're going to win the World Cup is another conversation altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what my brother told me.
Our jerseys are selling the world over.
Oh, Tell me about it.
3 minutes, 3 minutes
I'm
of
looking
lunch
at a
was
lot of
sold out.
people buying them. Like, is it your country? Like, a lot of people, everybody's buying it up everywhere.
Have to be their country.
No, we
But
don't
let
have
them just
enough.
come out and support us
They should,
when we
though.
play.
But we don't have enough.
We don't have enough, so we should make more.
should make
But
more.
let's move from your graphic designs
Yeah.
and you're a graphic artist, yes.
Yeah.
But let's look at the music side of you. How do you do a blend of Afrobeat and high life? I mean, why did you choose to go that route? I mean, the way you dressed, one would think you'd be doing, rap,
Rap, exactly.
pop, R&B, but you chose to go Afrobeat.
All of this just screams rap.
Look at the pin on my face.
Yeah, that speaks native doctor.
No. It speaks African art.
Now I'm looking at using the local parlance here.
I think a lot of my music is inspired from Fela, and I grew up listening to a lot of Fela music, and it was one of the first people I see paint his face, because he used to like to mark and he'd paint his face, and he had this.
Fela used to paint his face?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, really?
And they had this shrine where he had like Yoruba mythological heroes in terms of Yoruba mythology. He had like Oshun deities. He had different orishas like Shango, Oya, Orumila. So what I'm doing is like trying to merge like the African, the Fela vibe, with the modern aesthetic. So pretty much putting black in the future. So I call it Black to the Future.
Black to the Future.
Yeah. So it's I just think it's very important at this time that we find ourselves in globally, where everybody's story is valid, everybody's art is valid. I mean, we shouldn't put the Greek art over, Nigerian art. And people talk about Zeus, I tell them about Shango. And that way I kind of, I put the music in it, and also like I could just whip out my guitar now, play some chords, and like, for example, I play, although one of the strings of this guitar is missing, but I'll just like, this is riff I like.
You are a man of many parts, aren't you?
We try.
We try.
If you got African woman, she don't agree. If you got African woman, she don't agree. She gon' say, I feel it. Like that. So I could just whip out that and put it in a song and add a lot of things, a little rap, a little hip hop, just put everything in it in such a way that's just.
Would I be right to say then that your music, Afrobeat and high life themed, forms like the foundation for the bigger picture you're trying to put together of Africa and the rest of the world?
Definitely. I just think we have so much we're not tapping from. I think the world needs to see us.
What about acceptability?
I mean, it'll come around. It's about time to come around. You just wait for it. The world is always.
It'll come.
It'll come. You don't have to.
I mean, that's a whole lot of confidence right there.
It will come. I have
Now
no
tell
doubt
us about your interaction with Beyonce.
Oh, that's like a whole, like, it's still like unreal sometimes when I think about it, because it's just me doing my thing, doing the Niger boy, trying to, hustle, work hard,
Hustle.
put in your best, So, when you put in your best, sometimes there are days where you feel like nobody's really watching you, and you're like, yeah, I'm just doing it, man. Doesn't matter, just
because I like it.
I like it. I love what I do. I mean, and then I get a call like, yo, would you like to work Beyonce? Now, at first I was like, oh, these people want to scam in Nigeria. Like, you can't scam in Nigeria. It's hard. Like, come on, try something better. I'm like, how does she know me? Who are you? I want a meeting, face-to-face meeting. And they're like, okay, but we are telling you, you have to sign this non-disclosure agreement. So they sent me like a crazy long documents I have to sign. I wouldn't tell anyone where I was going. This is project, this is lines. I was like, oh,
you're
wow.
a lawyer, so
yeah. So I started reading all the non-disclosures. I was like, okay, cool, okay. So, and I had to travel all the way to New Orleans for the meeting, Louisiana. I was living in New York, so I traveled to Louisiana for the meeting. So I was like, so I get on the plane, so they booked my flight. So I was like, this looks legit. I was telling my friends that I couldn't even tell anyone. I just told my inner circle that, okay, I'm about to just abscond and go somewhere. Nobody knows where I'm going. And a lot of people started calling, like, where are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm not in New York, but I'm in Louisiana. What are you doing? I can't say. So went there. When I got down from the airport and I told them waiting for me and I saw my names and I saw the chauffeur, I was like,
oh, this is real,
this
huh?
is real. And yeah, I got to my hotel room and I was like, wow. Then I started like, getting emotional. I almost started crying because I'm like, Beyonce, like, wow. And they said, she's going to meet you in 2 hours and just get ready. What?
Beyonce?
Yeah, and then lo and behold, met her, went to the 4th floor and she was like, hi, my name is Beyonce, big fan of your work. What?
Are you kidding?
Yep. And that was the beginning of my story. Like, that's how my career literally just, after Lemonade came up, and of course, people saw the art, that's why I wear the art on my face now, because I painted her, I painted people on the bus. Pretty much I interpreted, Lemonade was like my canvas. So the whole concept that I use, everything is my canvas, pretty much. Not putting art just on the wall, putting art on everything. Like the world is a canvas if you really want it to be. So, I mean, she became my canvas, the dancers became my canvas, her whole project became my canvas. And also we put a lot of Yoruba mythology, different elements of what I call the sacred art of the Ori. And I was kind of fascinated that she knew a lot about Yoruba culture, that I was just blown away. We talked about it, I was like, wow, this is interesting. So